YouTube? It's your boy Cedric Speaks. Back in here with another video, man. I know I just dropped the video, but I'm back with another one, man. So this one is for y'all boys who think that you'll be able to get away with taking peeks on SR. All right. Now, for those of you who have been practicing SR for some time, you should already know the answer. All right. And when I say taking peeks, y'all should already know what I'm talking about. Taking peeks at them digital cheeks. Right? Now, I have a lot of experience when it comes to talking about this because I'm one of those guys who thought, especially when I first got on semen retention, but who thought, okay, I could retain my seed and I could watch adult content as long as I don't jack off, right? And I'm sure a lot of guys have this same mindset. They call it edging, right? They call it edging. And to simply put it, you cannot get away with it. You cannot get away with it. You can't. You won't. Because every time that you get aroused on semen retention, especially the longer streak you're on, every time you get aroused, your body immediately releases seminal fluid on the inside of your body first. It releases seminal fluid. So what will happen a lot of the times is that you'll get hard, get yourself all riled up, right? Looking at whatever picture, whatever video you looking at. You won't touch yourself because you have the mindset that I'm still gonna retain. And soon as you're done watching that video or looking at them pictures and you go soft, you're gonna notice a little bit of fluids leaking from your body. You're leaking energy, right? This is something I notice every time I try to do that. And the more intense that video is, or whatever piece of content you're looking at, the more fluid you're gonna leak, right? Now, you're not necessarily, just from how I understand it, like if this is incorrect, feel free to correct me in the comment section. You're not necessarily losing sperm, but you're losing seminal fluid that goes into making the sperm, right? So you're losing energy. And if you're doing this on a daily basis, then you're losing energy, right? You may not be losing as much as if you were to uh, masturbate, but you're still losing energy. You're still losing energy. And another thing I noticed when doing this is that it can it can give your nervous system like a spasm, right? It could give your it could like spasm your nervous system to where like I would get like a headache. You know what I mean? Like I would get like a headache and my energy would just feel off. Like it would just feel off. Like even though I didn't release, even if like let's say the liquid didn't come out, right? That seminal fluid didn't come out at all. Like I would still feel a little bit off. Like I would still feel a little bit like my energy was taken. Like it just wouldn't feel the same, you know, and it'd take some time for me to go back to feeling normal, right? Sometimes it could take hours, it could take the whole day, like to go back to feeling normal. So I'm telling you, man, you cannot get away with it. You can't get away with it. You may have the willpower to not jack off. You may have the willpower, but your body is gonna do what it wants to do. And as soon as it lays eyes on a naked woman, it immediately starts the procreation process. It immediately starts it. As soon as you get aroused, it immediately starts it. So, like I said, as soon as you come back down, you're going to feel a little bit of seminal fluid released from your body. Right? And I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. Like, I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. I don't watch corn. I don't watch corn at all. I don't. But if a female that I'm dealing with sends me a picture or a video, I'll look. You know what I mean? Like I'll look. I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh my gosh, I'll never look at a naked woman again, or I'll never look at a naked picture again or video because I'm on semen retention. Like I'm just not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not that guy. You know, I'll never be intimate with a woman because I'm on semen retention. Like I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like so I mean, but what I can say is that I know that I cannot indulge in that. Like, I know that if I look at, I know that when I do look at something, I know what's going to happen. So I know that I can't indulge in it. You know, I know I can't indulge in it. I can't look at that for too long. I can't sit there like for 10, 15, 20 minutes and stare at the video and let it rile me up and stare at the picture and no. I'll start leaking. Honestly, even if I try to look at it for 5, 10 seconds, if I get hard, when I come down, it'll leak. There'll be a leak. So I know for a fact that one, if I do, I cannot indulge in it. And two, you cannot do it often. You cannot do it often because if you're doing that on a daily basis, what's the point of retaining? You're just leaking energy. Right? You're just leaking energy. So I don't do that often, really. And I don't like my energy being thrown off. I don't like the headaches. the little nervous system spasm. I don't like it. I don't like the little leak. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't. Yeah, I don't rock with it. You know, but you know, it will happen. It will happen. I mean, you may say, okay, I'm not going to release my seed, but I'll be intimate with a woman. I'll be intimate with her. You may kiss her, or you may cuddle up with her. You know what I'm saying? If you get aroused, just know you may start to leak some energy. So, it, you know, that's just what it is. So, if that's not what you want to be happening often, then you can't do it. You can't do that too often. But you can manage it. You can manage it because you're still retaining the majority of your semen, but like I said, you leaking that seminal fluid, and you don't want to be doing that on a regular basis. So for the guys who do, hey, you got a girl, she may send you a picture, or, somebody you dealing with, they may send you a picture or video, or you got a girl and you may want to get intimate with her, from time to time, kissing, cuddling, all of that. Just like how you have you're managing when you're gonna release your seed, you gotta manage when you're gonna be intimate, or when you're going to, you know, uh, when you're willing to look at a picture that somebody sends you, or a video somebody sends you, and when you're not. Some guys, they like, I'm not willing to do it at all. They're like, I'm not willing to do it at all, and I feel that. I feel that. Me myself, like I said, I have a time period where I'm not willing to do it at all, because I know for a fact that when I do it, I'm gonna have an energy leak. But I'm just not to the taking semen retention so extreme that I'm like, oh man, I could never see a naked picture or a video that a female I deal with sends me again. I can never see it again. I could never get intimate with a woman again. I can never kiss her while I'm retaining. I could never, grab her ass, or, do whatever else other than penetrate her. I can never do that again. Like, nah. Nah, because the majority of the time you're doing that, you're not just gonna just have a full release. Like, you're not just gonna have a full release. But there will be energy leaks. Hell, like, when you on a good streak, like, you may just be talking to a female, like on the phone or something, or maybe even in person, and you may have an energy leak. Like, I was talking to one girl on the phone, and I was not thinking about I was not thinking about S3X at all. Like, I kid you not, I was not thinking about it at all. We was having a good conversation, and uh, during the conversation, I started to feel like, I started to feel some moisture. So I'm like, man, what's going on? So I checked, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, really? Like, I kind of start talking to my seed, like, wow, you want her that bad, bro? You want her that bad to where I'm not even thinking about S3X and you still trying to come out, right? Because I was on such a long streak, I had to be on like probably like close to 60 days, 50 days, 60 days, somewhere around that. But I was so like built up. I had so much energy built up that just the voice of a woman triggered it, right? And it's not, when this happens, it's not a lot. Like, as long as you're not like indulging for hours and hours, or, you know, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, it's not a lot. It's like a very, it's like a drop, a couple like drops of that fluid. But again, it's enough to throw you off. It's definitely enough to throw you off. So, yeah, y'all thinking that, you know, you can get away with it. You can't. You can't get away with it. All right? You can't get away with it. The semen retention gods are watching you at all times. Right? They're watching you at all times. And it's just best that you're aware of that so you can manage it. You can manage your intimacy with a woman. You can manage, okay, I might even tell the females I'm dealing with, don't send me nothing right now. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't send me nothing right now. I'm locked in. Don't send me nothing. Because if you don't, they'll send you something by surprise. Like, well, at least the ones I deal with will. They'll send me something just out the blue. Out the blue. And all it takes is 5, 10 seconds, and I'm aroused, and now I'm going back soft, and now I'm leaking energy that I didn't want to leak. And now I'm having to do things like squats and drinking water and meditating to get my energy back right. So, yeah, man, that's going to be it for the video. Peace.